Hey guys, Ranger here, and welcome back to another video. And first thing you'll probably notice, first off, first thing you'll probably notice is my shirt, and very special T-shirt that I actually ordered. Kit Bull, yes, I ordered a Kit Bull T-shirt. Someone, after I did my reaction and review to the Kit Bull short, someone told me on the video that there was some Kit Bull T-shirts out on Amazon, so went over to Amazon, found this one. I loved it. It was just so cute, so I had to get it. And so I'm wearing it. Thought I'd wear it for a video. I actually wore it in a couple of other videos that did not take. There was no audio, so there was no point even editing those. Now, the second thing I want to say before I get into the actual video, I did watch. You're probably wondering why that I'm doing this one and not the other Mickey cartoon, My Little Garden. The reason is because that I did actually do that video, but for some reason the setting was automatically changed. Somehow got changed with my camera, and there was no audio, so I pretty much scrapped that video. But I will make a mention once I finish this reaction to this one about one of the things that I said for that video. So let's go ahead and begin with this one. And this one is You, Me, and Fifi. And I already know this video is interesting. This Mickey short is interesting because it features Fifi, Minnie's pet puppy that hasn't been seen in a long time. So let's begin, because I want to see what they do with her in this. So start the video in 3, 2, 1, click. It's gonna be adorable.
Date night with my Minnie, a date night is here you be. Date night with my Minnie, a date night is here you be.
Mickey, but you're 3 hours early.
You know, I'm just obsessed with you.
That's cute.
Fifi, I'm sorry about that. My Fifi doesn't like anyone but me.
Well, that's about to change, because everyone loves Mickey Mouse.
Well, good luck with that. Be ready in a few minutes.
There's a lot of cuteness here.
Time for us to be best friends. Come here, girl. Let me see your squishy face. Wait, look at that smile. I knew you'd love me.
Mickey?
Oh, looks like someone needs one of my patented best friend kisses.
I wouldn't do that.
What gives? How can you not love me? Look, Minnie loves me. She loves me a lot.
Ouch! Oh my god!
So adorable. Be ready in a few minutes.
It was also really adorable, but Nick, run before she castrates you.
Oh, I don't get it. Why doesn't she love me? I was cordial and charming. I need some advice.
Bring Pluto.
Go fish, you!
Oh my!
Hello? Oh, hey.
Tram?
Yeah, hold on. On for you, Pluto.
Oh my!
Whoa!
Golly, why didn't I think of that? Thanks, pal. Oh, Fifi, special delivery. We have gourmet bones, chew toys, a hybrid SUV, and
Oh, what
a
the?
silken
Hi-
pillow handmade from my grandmother's wedding dress.
What?
Fifi?
She's gonna kill you, Mick. Oh.
Hey, those are expensive! Now, see here! Enough of this naughty behavior! Everyone loves me, and so should you! Fifi, you wouldn't! Stop! It's my grandma's wedding dress!
It was.
Fifi!
Oh crap!
Don't worry, girl! Mickey is coming to get you!
Nice scenery.
You're gonna be fine. I got you. I will never let you go.
Okay, I'm ready. Oh, it's so
she'd love me.
So do I. Oh, look at that smile.
I wouldn't do that. Okay. Well, okay then. I should call the police and possibly the paramedics. Maybe animal control. Okay, I really love this cartoon. I really love this cartoon. Um, this is definitely one of my favorite Mickey shorts. Uh, and a couple of things. Now, first off, before I get into my review for this right here, one thing that I did say with the other Mickey short, My Little Garden, I said that the title made me think of MLP. And whenever I did the video, I was like, my little garden. I used to wonder what gardening could be. And so I said it made me think of MLP. But this particular cartoon, I love for more than one reason. It's very interesting because there's a couple different things that I can look into with this particular thing. First off, Mickey wants. This is the first time that we've seen Fifi. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. The last time that I remember seeing Fifi was back in the old black and white cartoons. I don't remember the title, but there was a cartoon where Mickey and Pluto went over to see Minnie and Fifi. And Pluto, Mickey had chocolates, Pluto had a bone. Fifi ended up eating the chocolates, and so Pluto put the bone in the box, and Minnie thought that Mickey was giving her a bone. And Fifi might have been featured in other cartoons, but Fifi has not been featured. Oh, actually, I'm wrong. Fifi was actually featured in other Pluto cartoons back in the 40s, where Pluto was trying to get her attention. He was trying to vie for her affection against Butch the Bulldog. I remember now. And there was also a skit, a clip of the same short with, I think it was during the DTV Romancin' special, where they did they did Elton John and Kiki D's "Don't Go Breaking My Heart," and they showed some clips of Pluto and Fifi in that cartoon. And so we have not seen Fifi since the 40s that I remember, or maybe the 50s. And so it's been a long time. And so honestly, these cartoons are a perfect way to bring her back. It's interesting, but I have to wonder where Figaro is in this. So this is very interesting. Like, this is a great callback and a great continuity to bring Fifi into the modern Mickey shorts. So I love that they did that. It's very interesting, and this also does really honestly bring up a very true and relatable thing, where someone can have a pet that loves them, but then whenever you have another person come into the household, that particular pet is not fond of them. That is actually a real thing, and that, like, the pet loves their owner, but they're not fond of anybody else, and so that other person has to try to get the pet to warm up to them. Sometimes it works, sometimes they never like them. But there's an interesting dual dynamic here, and the funny thing about this is, here Mickey is like, everybody loves me, I'm Mickey Mouse. And Mickey's not saying it in a self-centered way. He's not saying it in a self-centered way. It's a comical gag. It's like, I'm Mickey Mouse. But he's not saying it in a selfish way whatsoever. And the dual dynamic here is, it's a good inside gag. And this is a Disney short, but it's a good inside gag where Mickey refers to himself as, I'm Mickey Mouse. He utilizes and brings about the concept of him being Mickey Mouse, like the Disney mascot, and like Walt's son. And so he brings that forth in this, and it's not. There are two. Whenever it comes to the Disney, whenever it comes basically to the Disney universe, you have two kinds. You have two variations of the Disney universe. The first is where the characters are known. The characters know who they are. And this is prominent in some Disney shorts. This is prominent in House of Mouse. This is prominent in the Disney specials, some of the older Disney specials. And this is prominent, like, kind of in this cartoon with this reference, and the other cartoon as well, where Mickey is trying to get his car to go to the beach, and a surfboard lands on him, and Mickey looks up and says, "Is that you, Walt?" So these cartoons do kind of break the fourth wall with that in a way, but they take advantage of what I said with the first variation of the Disney universe, where they are known, they know who they are toons, and it makes me think of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where the characters, they know that they are toons. And another reference to that could be Tiny Toon Adventures. You remember, if you watch Tiny Toon Adventures, there were segments where they knew they were toons. And toon characters are interesting in that they, the toon variation, the toon universe, they know who they are, and we have seen that in some in some Disney media. We've also seen it with Looney Tunes media as well. We've seen it in Space Jam, Looney Tunes Back in Action. We've seen it with that. And then you have the second version of the toon universe. And in that universe, the characters are not represented or refer to themselves as being, or refer to themselves or hold themselves to that standard of being that particular character. Instead, they just blend in with that world. They are the everyman or the everywoman. They are just characters in that world. And that is prominent in Disney comics and in some Disney shorts, cartoons, other Disney media. And it's also prominent in other Looney Tunes shows as well, such as Looney Tunes such as the other Looney Tunes specials as well. I mean, such as the Looney Tunes show, where the characters live in a modern suburb. And so with that, you have two different universes, and this kind of is a bit of a mix of both universes, because Mickey refers to himself as Mickey Mouse, but they're just living the normal lifestyle. Like here, they're not, you would think, well, the characters, they're rich and famous. They're not living in a mansion. They don't have waiters or maids or, butlers or anything like that. No, they're living a normal life here. And so this makes the first universe concept a gag in the second universe. And one other, I said this is a dual dynamic here, because whenever Mickey said, "Everybody loves me," I thought, Mickey obviously has not been on the internet a whole lot. The thing is, I'm a Disney fan. And while I'm a Disney fan and I'm proud and happy to say that, I know for a fact there are people out there who hate Disney and who despise Mickey and Disney itself with a fiery burning passion. And so to say everybody loves you, I'm a Disney fan, I can tell you this much right now, Mick, not everybody loves you. A lot of people do, but I can tell you right now there are some people out there who don't. So like I said, even though Mickey in this said that everybody loves Mickey Mouse, I know not everybody does, but then again, Mick, don't worry, not everybody loves me either. But this was honestly hilarious that Mickey was trying to get Fifi to pay attention to him, but Fifi was extremely protective of Minnie and was, again, this could be one of two different things. in this. This could be number one. Um, as I mentioned prior, this could be the concept of a pet who loves their owner and they're not fond of anybody else until Mike can actually warm up to them, or Fifi just doesn't like Mickey. However, if we go by Disney's past, then Fifi hasn't been shown to hate Mickey before, so this is kind of a little, you could say, contradictive to what we have seen before. But the interesting thing is Mickey tries and tries to get Fifi to pay attention, to like him, but she just won't basically give him the time of day. She wants to shred him into bits. But Mickey gets advice from Pluto, which is interesting because Pluto has dated Fifi before. And so Mickey tries to woo Fifi, which does not work. But what it takes is Fifi to actually accidentally get flung out the window. And whenever she is in mortal peril here, Mickey being the good guy that he is, he risks his life to save Fifi and manages to save her. And Mickey manages to save her. And here, Fifi, there's a moment of realization for her where at first she's like, the guy that she hated is now saving her. And here she kind of warms up to him. And there's a part of me here that feels a little funny about this. Like, okay, so they saved your life, and so now you like them because they saved your life? Really? But here Fifi has completely warmed up to Mickey, and so now she's totally fine with it. And then whenever Minnie tries to pet Fifi or touch Mickey, Fifi turns on Minnie. And so now Fifi is completely addicted to Mickey here. And so now Minnie has some competition. So yeah, that's funny. That is really funny. But I honestly love this cartoon story-wise because this is relatable in that, trying to woo somebody else's pet so they don't tear you to shreds whenever you go to their place. This is very much relatable. Now, I've never been in that situation before, but I do know that it has happened. So, this is really comical. It's also cute because Mickey is the person where most people, a good portion of people love him, and so he's trying to figure out why one dog doesn't like him. And so Mickey has to save the dog's life in order for the dog to like him. But then Fifi completely turns against her own owner because it's this is comical here, and I love this bit because here Fifi is like, he's mine, and Minnie is like, say what? No, he's mine. I love this bit. I really do love this cartoon. And it's also interesting because normally we hear the music playing at the end of it, which we did, but here at the end of it during the credits, we also hear the commotion in the background of Fifi and what is going on. So yeah, that's very, very, very different for that. But there's a few other aspects that I want to cover with little references and things in this cartoon. First off, we go back to the typical thing where Minnie is living in an apartment. And like I said, some of these cartoons have solid continuity. Others, they don't. The characters, the mice, they jump from living in apartment complexes to living in houses. So this right here is different. Another little thing for Mickey is the old kind of 50s style that Mickey has here with the hat and the cane. And there we go. I had to get another screen with the cane, but the cane was a popular thing back in, I think, the 30s and 40s, and so it would show guys going over to see their girl, and they would be using this cane, and they'd be wearing this hat, and so this was the fancy gentleman concept back. thought I heard something. This was the fancy gentleman concept back then, and it's interesting to see them bring that back, even though it's the modern age. It's very interesting to see them bring that back. Another thing which I think is adorable is that Minnie is just so like she's comfortable enough around Mickey to that she is totally fine with being in front of him in a bathrobe, which I think is interesting. But again, Minnie has the one conflict here is not a good idea to open your door in a hallway, even if you know who it is. It probably isn't a good idea to open the front door wearing a bathrobe. Probably not a good idea. Now, we could easily say, I could analyze this and say that Minnie knows that it was Mickey because we see the eye hole here at the top of the door. So Minnie knew that it was Mickey, obviously. So she probably, if she didn't know it was him, she wouldn't have opened the door like that. So that's just, what I'm theorizing. She knew it was Mickey, so she wasn't concerned. But yeah, I do think it's cute that Minnie is just totally fine with being in front of Mickey in a bathrobe. And again, Minnie has short hair. Why is her hair in curlers? I don't see that. One little thing which is hilarious here is Mickey's "I'm addicted to you" face. First off, Minnie makes a mention to Mickey's 3 hours early. This is comical because a lot of times in the Disney comics and even in earlier cartoons, Mickey was late. I remember Mickey's delayed date. Mickey was late because he went to sleep. And so Mickey is like 3 hours early. So Mickey's apparently stepped up his game. But okay, I have to wonder, like, why is Minnie getting ready 3 hours early? I mean, I know it's kind of a gag. Okay, it's not really a gag. I know this has happened plenty of times before. But like, women take a longer time to get ready than men. Now, I'm single. I have not had a boyfriend experience with this, but I've hearsay. I've heard other guys make mention about how long it takes their girlfriend or their wife or their daughter to, how long it takes them to get ready. And so, Minnie's getting ready 3 hours early. Okay. And again, I adore the fact that she's so comfortable around Mickey that she's totally fine with being like standing in front of him in a bathrobe. I think that's just adorable and so sweet. And I think it's funny how we go from a scene of the hallway to the mice are just like completely hardcore kissing here. And I love this little hug and little kiss between them. This is just adorable. And it's honestly like this is really cute. It's really intimate. It's intimate, it's sweet, it's romantic. Like Minnie here, she's standing in a bathrobe kissing her boyfriend in a very rather long, passionate kiss, which is cute. But I think it's interesting, like how long that they were kissing for, and they were just totally fine with it. And they went like, it kind of makes me think. Whenever Mickey walked in, I just kind of had this image go through my head of Minnie just grabbing Mickey's hand, like yanking him close, and boom, like lip smack right there. But this is just hilarious that Fifi just kind of breaks in and is like, "Hey, I'm here." And what you could one little comical thing that I think of here is Fifi was probably like, "Hey, okay, keep this, G-rated, okay? Don't go into M-rated territory. Let the fans do that, like me." But again, this is a cute little scene where Minnie is holding Fifi, and again, Minnie's hair's in curlers. I don't understand that cartoon logic. But again, I love this. Minnie like tells Mickey that she'll be ready in a bit, and Mickey just is so confident. Mickey's just so confident, but then Fifi is like, "I'm going to freaking murder you." And there's a few little other things that we see with this. First off, Mickey's head. This bit where Mickey holds up a picture and is like, "Minnie loves me," and Fifi's at first is like, "No, really, Sherlock? I didn't notice. Don't care." And then she's like, "Don't care. She might love you, but I'm going to destroy you." We see some other little cute things, like hanging on Minnie's wall that really goes with Minnie's personality. We see a picture of love. I love hugs and peace, which is what Minnie is. She is And a very interesting fight scene we have here. We see Minnie's fireplace, and again, I love the texture. We see the little, like a heart texture on the fireplace. We see the candles. We see a picture of Fifi. We see another picture of Mickey here, which is adorable. We see a smaller picture of Minnie, and we see another picture of the mice in the background kissing, and that's that's the same picture that I have seen before of the mice kissing. But the funny thing here is we see this is Fifi, like she drags, like she's hardcore bar fighting Mickey here, dragging Mickey's head across this fireplace here. I mean, she's hardcore fighting him here. And the funny thing is, Minnie comes downstairs, and I gotta say, Minnie, you know, watch out with the bathrobe. You know, don't stand in too awkward a position. It could be dangerous with wearing a bathrobe. And here, Minnie actually catches Fifi, and Fifi just acts so innocent. And this honestly is a cute scene of Fifi, but poor Mickey is like, help me. And this little scene with Minnie is adorable, of her standing there, with like in the bathrobe with her little tail and a little heart. That is just so cute. And this little pose is cute as well. I was surprised here, Minnie, it wasn't like, let me go get my camera, but she's like, I'll be ready in a bit. And so she just like takes off and runs upstairs again. I think it's also cute how that Minnie is just so comfortable around Mickey that she totally doesn't mind running in a bathrobe and risking flashing him her underwear, although she does a lot anyway. And we see inside of Minnie's kitchen, and there's a few little things to take note of. So we see the old style toaster. Everything is heart shaped, and we see herbal ingredients. We see a little we see a calendar right here on the side, and we see Fifi is pretty much trying to be all horror. Fifi is being like all horror movie style here, trying to rip Mickey a new one. Funny thing, there's another visual gag here that is just downright hilarious. Is whenever dogs playing poker. Dogs playing poker, a reference to the famous painting, Dogs Playing Poker. But we see so many characters here from, oh my gosh, so many characters. Pluto, let's see, Pluto, Tramp, the Hound from Fox and the Hound, the dog who I think was voiced by Peggy Lee in Lady and the Tramp. Over here on the lower right, we see the smaller dog. I forgot his name, from Oliver and from Oliver and Company. I believe it was. And then the dog over here, I think that's from Peter Pan. I'm not sure. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I saw that dog right there on the left. And then Goofy. So yeah, like just so many dogs here playing Betting Bones. This is just genius. This is awesome. Okay, a couple things to mention. A hybrid SUV. Why would you do a hybrid SUV? Really? And again, this is a little thing where everything has a bit of a vintage look, but it's modern technology. Hybrid SUV, everybody. And then Mickey makes a mention about like his grandmother's wedding dress. Okay. And I gotta say, I do love the nighttime setting here with this apartment complex and the skyline. That is gorgeous. Like coming in her traditional outfit with her little red purse. That is adorable. And honestly, I did not know what she was going to find. But then she comes in and here's Fifi just like smooching Mickey, which is just adorable. And this scene, I love how it transitions to, like, immediately here, Minnie's just like, she's got her arms out to Mickey, and just, boom, they just kiss, and it's another long kiss like it was before. It's another long kiss like it was before. And then Fifi stands in the middle, and this time, Fifi's directing her attention at Mickey. And I simply adore this little bit whenever Mickey says here that she loves him. And Minnie is like, I love this little bit where Minnie's like, so do I. And then she reaches to touch Fifi. or touch Mickey. I love this little bit where Minnie is like, so do I, and she agrees that she loves Mickey too. But here, Minnie tries to, at the end, kiss Fifi, and yeah, we hear all the commotion and chaos in the background. So Minnie ended up going through the exact same turmoil that Mickey did. But again, I absolutely love this cartoon. This is definitely this is definitely one of my favorite of the Mickey shorts. I love this cartoon. It's so cute. It's so fun, and as a pet owner myself, I can relate to the concept of having a pet that hates everybody else and only pays attention to you, which is a good thing actually. But again, I love this short. It's very cute. It's very sweet. I love the romance and the intimacy between Mickey and Minnie in this cartoon. I love it. It's so cute. It's so sweet. I absolutely love it, and I love the fact again that Minnie is so comfortable around Mickey that she's totally fine with him seeing her in a bathrobe. I love that, and this cartoon again is very much relatable because if you have a pet and someone else visits, you know how it is. But again, I love this cartoon. It's definitely one of my favorite of the Mickey shorts, of the Mickey Minnie shorts. I love it. It's very cute, very sweet. I just love it. But so everybody to Disney, everybody that worked on this cartoon, thank you all so much. Thank you everybody so much for this cartoon. I love it. Thank you all so much. This is great. Thank you so much. And to everybody else as well. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, any thoughts you want to say as well, feel free in the comments. But again, thank you guys again for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video that I do. Take care.